I come from Mexico and I have been living in Yukeembruk for 1 semester.
I'm from Indonesia, and I've been staying in Yukeembruk since my first semester of postgrad.
I'm from Japan, and this is my second year.
I'm from India and I've been at Yukeembruk for almost a year now.
I'm from China, and I have been in Yukeembruk for the whole year.
Diverse, lively, and foodie.
Welcoming, diverse, and lively.
Multicultural, vibrant, but also respectful.
Friendly, the inclusive, and the energetic.
Positive, uplifting, and diverse. People tend to walk barefoot a lot, like connecting with nature. That was very shocking.
So weekly floor meeting is always in the Sunday, and the people in the same floor, we get together and chat each other and share their experience in the past weeks.
The connection to nature really caught me off guard in a good way. I didn't expect to wake up every morning with the sound of cockatoos hanging by the railways of my window, or looking over my window and to see little bunnies hopping over the fields.
The fact that it's so easy to find kangaroos, so I ended up just loving the kangaroos and loving the fact that you can walk out of Yukeembruk and see kangaroos almost every single day.
A lot of people like to have conversation and strike up conversation with people they don't really know well, which I think is a very good culture. And something that happened in my first year was when I was cooking Japanese food in the kitchen. A lot of people asked what it was, how it tasted like. We shared our food, sat down together, had lunch, dinner with someone who I'd barely known, but by the end we kind of became friends.
Just say yes to the small things, even if it's just like a small walk to the grocery store or a movie night or a trivia night. Yes, YKB has lots of events you can join. Just be present, and you know what? You will have the time of your life here.
I would say just talking to as many people as you can and signing up to as many activities as you can. And once you do so, just being open to hearing and to explaining your life and your background to any different people, regardless of the background they have, of their culture, of their nationality, and just being open to be yourself and being open to always listen. And once you do that, I'm sure people will be so happy to be your friends.
I think the best way to make friends in Yukeembruk is simply to just show up to events. People are always welcoming and you can interact with them at events, meet different kinds of people. And I do think it's the best way to get new friends.
Be involved, go to events, say yes to hangouts. I'm personally a very introverted person, but I put myself out there during orientation week, Bush Week, and it really was worth it. I met some of the friends I met at the events are the lifelong friends, even after they graduated or they finished their exchange and went back to their country.
My tip is smile and say hello to everyone. This is my secret. I make lots of new friends here. We're from different countries. We're from Mexico, Japan, and some European countries, of course, and Australia. We understand each other and be very good friend. This experience makes me know the world's culture and understand the world better.
So not be afraid, especially of like interacting with people who are like raised differently, different cultural backgrounds. Like no matter what, they are going to be welcome and opening, and you should also be receptive of that.
It's to balance your study and your life. The Yukeembruk provide lots of different activities. It's always in the Friday and in the weekend, and I really recommend to join it. You will have a really good time here.
The first one would be to never forget your culture, never forget your roots, and never forget the place you come from. However, try to make friends from different backgrounds than yours, and don't limit yourself to only meeting the people that have your same culture or come from the same place as you, but try to meet the most people that are different from you and different from your culture. And that will be, I think, the best experience you'll have here. And the second one would be to always be yourself and try to make as many friends as possible, but always hang out with people which you feel comfortable with and never change yourself to be able to make new friends. And I'm sure that with the amount of people that we have in YKB and in ANU, you'll definitely meet people that you can be yourself with, and they will appreciate the way you are. So never try to be someone else just to fit into someone's friend group.
Don't be afraid to join in, even if you're shy or your English is not perfect. That does not matter at all. Just be open, come into the common room, and hang out.
To look outwards and be open-minded. I'm also guilty of this, but when I first came here, I typically stuck with people from Japan and people who I feel comfortable with, which was great. But later in the semester, I started to look outwards, connect with people who I usually don't hang out with, people from outside of my friend group. And I felt like that was great because I expanded my friend circle while also learned a lot about Australia and other people's culture. So I would say keep an open mind, take risks, and socialize.